I would like to continue because of time with the comment of Dr. Kidong, the WHO representative. Dr. Kidong, please.
Thank you, Dr. Han, and then thank you, Dr. Buyong. My name is Dr. Gidong Bak. I'm WHO representative in Vietnam. So, improving water, sanitation, and hygiene in healthcare facilities is a top priority of the WHO work in Vietnam because of the two reasons. First, it is top priority of the government of Vietnam, as explained by Dr. Hong. And the second is it is a top priority of the WHO globally. So let me explain a bit further on WHO's global position on this topic. In May 2019, last year, the World Health Assembly noted that without sufficient and safe water, sanitation and hygiene services in healthcare facilities, countries will not achieve the targets set out in Sustainable Development Goal 3, ensure healthy lives and promote health and well-being for all at all ages. And Goal 6, ensure availability and sustainable management of the water and sanitation for all. And the World Assembly then adopted a resolution on water, sanitation, and hygiene in healthcare facilities.
Are we on Rainwater?
And then requested the Director General of the WHO to catalyze the mobilization of the domestic and then external resources and to support the development of the national business case for investment to improve water, sanitation, and hygiene in healthcare facilities. To help countries in this area, WHO, together with UNICEF, developed a toolkit, so-called Water Sanitation for Health in Healthcare Facility, Water and Sanitation for Health Facility Improvement Tool. In short, we call it WWWeek. With support from Government of Australia, WHO is piloting this toolkit in several countries, including Vietnam, Philippines, Bhutan, and Indonesia. While piloting WWWeek toolkit in Vietnam, we learned that an innovative technology called Rainwater for drinking, which is the topic of today's online seminar. After several rounds of the discussion with partners, including Seoul National University and then Vietnam Health Insurance Management Agency, in short VHEMA, we decided to take this as a national business case for investment pilot in Vietnam. It was installed at a public district hospital in rural province of Vietnam in last August. After 12 months of the pilot, we see a lot of potential of this innovative technology, because it is an eco-friendly and sustainable option with low management costs. There are also several lessons for further improvements before replicating in other parts of Vietnam as well as other parts of the world. WHO Vietnam would develop this model further with the partners. Together with the Seoul National University team and the Ministry of Health of Vietnam, we would integrate this idea with other components of the WASH, sanitation and hygiene, because this covers water parts. And then we will also develop this model further toward climate change resilience WASH for healthcare facility, applicable to healthcare facility with sufficient natural resource of the rain, and then challenges to access piped water system. I would take this opportunity to thanks to Dr. Han Muyang for his innovation and dedication, and then Government of Australia, Government of the Republic of Korea, and Vietnam for their support to WHO's WaterFit initiative as a Rainwater for drinking pilot in Vietnam. And then also thanks to World Water Week Organization Committee to provide an opportunity to share this experience with others. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kidong. Wash Fit is quite an important initiative within WHO, especially since we are still lacking in many healthcare facilities the overall comprehensive approach to wash. So therefore, a lot of work still to be done, and rainwater harvesting certainly will make an important contribution to that. And the RFD, as discussed, will do the same. So please continue and share in future as well your experiences with us. Now I would like to ask Ms. Lee of KOICA to give her observations. The ambassador Im Hong Ye to give some comment. Can you unmute? Unmute him.
Hear me?
Yeah. Okay.
Hello?
Yes, yes.
Now you can hear me?
Yes.
Thank you very much for giving me the floor. And at the outset, I appreciate Professor Han for his very informative presentation. It contains a lot of important information and also some suggestions. And after having heard moderator that the water not only for drinking but also for the other the health facilities, absolutely, I think you are right. With these comments, I also appreciate the panelists for their very useful inputs. Their experience on the front lines is very much useful for me. According to Professor Han, the Rain for Drinking RFD initiative. They provide safe and reliable water, and also is cheap for construction of installations and easy for maintenance. I think that is a very good, useful, and innovative idea to the solution of water shortage in some areas. So he introduced his experiments. I mean the pilot project in Vietnam. It has many useful lessons we can learn from this project. First is they work together as a new WHO and BHEMA. Working together is very important. Cooperation is needed. In that regard, is a good example in this regard. And also Vietnam, I served their ambassador, and they are suffering from the lack of the drinking water. And now even though they have enough abundant rainfall, but they are suffering for the lack of shortage of the drinking water. Therefore, their experiments in Vietnam is a good case. So they can learn and they can develop the experience ideas learning from the project in Vietnam. Now you are doing very good job, but also you need some communication, outreach, the strategies needed. Of course, some people already recognize the importance of this project. But I think at the United Nations SDG meetings, or WHO and other regional banking and regional organizations, you can introduce, you can promote this idea, this initiative. In that regard, I think a communication strategy should be further promoted. And business. I mean, the business sectors, businesses, they can be a good supporter for this initiative. Professor Han already mentioned about the 1C as a part of the CSR program. In addition, the business, they are seeking profit. So if you suggest some ideas so that the business can participate and can make some profits. Then they can be a good supporter of this initiative. And he said the community-based approach, I think that is absolutely good idea. Community-based approach in the case, they can be a good the center for this project. It's providing some leadership, also participation, and etc. But I think at the same time, supervision, monitoring, there is very, very much this needed. In that regard, I think do you have any detailed ideas? Of course, Professor Han said IT monitoring is a good idea, new technology is a good idea, but eventually the people on the front should have some supervision, some monitoring. That is my comment. RFD, I heard many times on this initiative. It now sounds as music to my ear. Why I should listen to that music alone? I think that music should be further disseminated all over the world. Yes, this is my comments. I thank you very much for all your experts. You have from moderator to all the panelists. They have really good expertise and experience. So let your experience, your knowledge benefit other people. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador. I think there is, of course, time is getting short. I've received a few questions, which I will channel privately. One is on the issue of biofilm, but I would like to, that will be sent to the person directly. I'm going to put in this chat box a website. Let me see where I am here. I should do. Oh boy. Let me see. No, I cannot do that just like that. It seems. Where do I mute me more? Anyway, I want to send a message to all, but I seem not to be able to do that as yet. I just want to make mention that the IWA has recently published a document on rainwater harvesting, which is free to download. And it seems to me that especially people who have a broader interest than just only on healthcare systems will find a lot of practical examples and encouragements, because as Dr. Sheen was showing, I mean, sometimes you have to create commitment and make sure that people can manage and maintain the system. And that also requires a lot more social interaction and outreach. The International Rainwater Catchment Systems Experiences Towards Water Security is a document that you can download for free as an ebook. Those who are interested can contact me or Professor Han, and we will provide the link. At this time, I would, of course, say that let's have questions, but of course, time is already up as it usually is, and everybody has other things to do as well. So I would like to come to a closure of this session. It's quite clear from the comments that we have received that the activities undertaken by the Seoul University in respect of this rainwater for drinking water project is giving rise to a lot of other aspects that are of interest, not just as Dr. Kidong is saying, for wash fit within the context of healthcare facilities, but also for the broader use of rainwater harvesting, conservation of rainwater harvesting in your own institution, within your community, within your home. And I think that is something that we will have to pursue further. And of course, Professor Han, as he is also the chair of the IWA specialist group, will continue to do so, as we will do at IRHA and many others. I have just going through the list of people who are attending. I even see that some friends of ours from Brazil are attending. It must be midnight or at least very early in the morning. So great to see you in this exercise. Very nice. It shows that there is a great interest. There is also a great necessity, because with climate change coming the way it is affecting us, and with COVID causing even further problems with respect to availability of water, clean enough water, we need to harvest all the water that we can manage and all the water that we can use. So therefore, rainwater harvesting will become more important in the near future. And it is essential, in my view, to achieving SDG 6.1, because we will not be able to supply everybody with a piped distribution water supply service. Sometimes rainwater harvesting is the only way, but with WHO working on household treatment, it should certainly be possible to provide everybody with a quality service. I would like to thank everybody for attending, for being with us today. It's very encouraging to see so many people coming forward. I would like to thank all the speaker, of course, Professor Han, as well as the respondents in the panel. I was very inspired by Dr. Shin and her efforts to get water supply, especially in rainwater, in healthcare facilities and in preschools in the Pacific. Very necessary, very good. Lastly, I would like to thank CV, World Water Week, for providing this opportunity to make some exchange, to share experiences, and for me to make the pitch that yes, there is a good book available on email, on as an e-copy for you freely to download, and it gives also the experience from Professor Han, but from many others, including my friends in Brazil, in Japan, everywhere in Africa. So I would like to close here and thank all for your attention. If you send an email in the chat box in the next hour, we will be able to come back to you. And we hope that you will become and remain, for many of you are also convinced, remain supporters and further developers of rainwater harvesting related solutions for the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Very much.
Good job.
Thank you
Good
very
job.
much, Professor Nguyang, and then
Very
all
good job.
to organize that is important online seminar.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Wong. Nice to see you.
Nice
Very
to see
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Professor Han. Thank you, Dr. Kida.
Thank you, Professor Han. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
Okay,
Thank you, Mr.
thank
Hao.
you. Okay, I see that there is a lot of stuff in the chat. I will do that. Yes, everyone. Now, where can I get everyone?
So my last comment is
Now
everybody should be happy with the free gift from the heaven. Please
yes,
enjoy.
now I've managed to get it on. I was not able to get it on, but now it's there in the chat for everybody to see. So, okay, Professor Han, I think you did very well. Thank you, and
Thank you very much.
you had a good number of supporters, so that is always nice to see.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.